Academic conferences will differ in terms of how much time presenters are allotted, and that time may be different for individual presenters versus for a panel of speakers. But generally, you can expect to be given around 15 to 20 minutes to speak with an audience, and then some time at the end of that would be allotted for questions and answers. While many researchers feel more comfortable writing their presentation in advance and reading from a script or outline, mostly to be sure they stay within the allotted time, the power of strong visual aids is really important here because you want to have some kind of display that supplements your presentation to allow your attendees to absorb your information and your research visually. So PowerPoint presentations are really the tried and true method here, but there's often a temptation to put too much text in the slides, and you can kind of overwhelm your audience that way. So if you want to grab your attendees' attention, you might want to try some newer, more visually engaging presentation tools. Some great ones that we've used are Prezi or Haiku Deck. And both of those are linked below, and they also offer free accounts, free basic accounts that you can sign up for. These tools can be synced with your laptop or with a tablet, so it makes it really easy to carry your presentations from one place to another. So you might also be concerned about trying to read your presentation and manage a slideshow at the same time, so you might want to try putting some cues to yourself in your script or in your notes when it's time to advance to the next slide or the next screen. Also, it's a good idea to try to anticipate the questions that other researchers might ask you, particularly about your research methods. So academic conference Q&A sessions are notoriously difficult sometimes, so you want to try to be able to anticipate those tough questions as much as you can so that you don't feel like you're put on the spot. And then finally, I've found it really helpful to come prepared with plenty of copies of a one-page handout. It might summarize your presentation. It might include a link to your presentation that was published online somewhere. You might want to include a bibliography of related resources, your contact information, maybe tools or apps that you've used that would be really useful to other researchers in your field, or just other information that you might like to share. So attendees might take this sheet back home to their institution, and they might follow up with you later if they have further information or questions or ideas. And that these connections can be really valuable starting points for future research relationships. So you can also share this handout with people who weren't able to attend your presentation, but who might be interested in your research, and that's another way to start disseminating your research and sharing your knowledge with the community. So overall, remember that a conference presentation is an opportunity to share your research and to establish yourself as a scholar in your discipline. So that's kind of awesome, right? The American Psychological Association has some great general presentation tips that we've linked below. And you can also search the internet. There are a lot of great blog posts and websites about this topic as well, such as the one that we've shared below.